All right. Hey guys, welcome to my IGTV, and this is also gonna go onto my YouTube channel. So welcome to my YouTube channel as well. So excuse the sound and all of that. I'm doing this outdoors, so if you hear any dogs barking or any neighbors screaming, just know I'm outdoors. Yeah, like that one. Okay, so earlier in the week I said I was going to speak about some of the things I've had to deal with, be it sexism, be it racism, be it sexual harassment, especially in my industry. So yeah, this is just, I feel like we've come to a point where enough of the hiding and enough of the sugarcoating and enough of the, the shaming the victims and shaming the people that actually have to deal with this stuff. And instead, let's shift all that shame and all that blame to the perpetrators. Okay, and I also feel like it's time for us to normalize speaking about this stuff. It's time for us to normalize, being open about it. No more hiding, no more secrets. Let's be open as much as we can to give other people dealing with this stuff the courage or the vim to be able to speak about it, because the more we hide these things, the more we shield them, the more people have to keep struggling with it. So I'm going to speak broadly about sexism, about sexual harassment or assaults, about racism. So it's going to be like random. I'm going to pick every episode. I'm going to pick a random topic. Let's say sexual harassment, for instance. So in this video I'm going to talk about sexual harassment and predators, sexual predators who actively seek after young girls and prey on young girls in the industry, naive young girls who don't know, they don't know much. So yeah, today is going to be about sexual harassment. So yeah, I would advise that if some of these stories I'm about to share is going to trigger you, understandably, please probably do not watch it. But if you're fine, listening to somebody speak about their incidences, then sure, join me. This is a story of how I got literally, how people say literally but they mean figuratively? No, this one I actually mean it. Literally got kissed on the ass. Yes, I got literally kissed on the ass by a male photographer during a shoot, and I'm gonna tell you how it happened. I don't know why I'm smiling, but this was like, when it happened, this was the most bizarre thing I could think of, I could ever experience in that moment. So my agency said I needed, they wanted me to have a very expansive portfolio, right? It's like, oh, expansive portfolio, yeah, no problem at all. I'm open to, kind of like widening the pool of the kind of jobs and the money you can make. So I agreed. I was like, no problem. They were like, okay, we are suggesting that you do a lingerie shoot, because the lingerie money, the jobs from the lingerie money is also quite good. Glamour and all of that pays quite a lot. So I was like, yeah, cool, let's do that. I had a very flat tummy, skinny body. I wasn't shy or insecure about much. So I was like, yeah, I think I can do this. So they were like, okay, so this guy is a very, my lens keeps doing this. There we go. Okay, so they were like, this guy is one of the top guys in this city to shoot lingerie stuff. He's known for shooting the best lingerie shoots. So they're gonna, set it up. Mind you, they charged me for the shoot. It wasn't a free shoot, so I'm paying hard money for the shoot. And this happens. So they hook up, they set up everything. The day comes, I go, and shoots. It's supposed to be a collaboration also with some lingerie brand who was providing the stuff for me to wear. So I pull up, this guy says, oh, the studio, first of all, red flag number one, the studio that we were supposed to shoot at suddenly was cancelled last minute on the day of the shoot. Says it's been cancelled, so I shouldn't worry, we're gonna do this in his home. So I should pull up in his home. No problem. I'm feeling very safe because, I trust my agency to, put me in the right hands, and they wouldn't put me in any tough situation. This is what I'm trusting. So I pull up, everything fine. I'm feeling very confident, feeling very safe. The guy tells me to relax and everything is gonna be all right. We're gonna do pum shoots, and then we're out of here. So yeah, I arrive, everything is laid out nicely, the sun is in, the studio setting, blah blah blah, on a bed. So this guy's mattress, this guy's actual bedroom is where we had the shoot. So I was supposed to be sprawled all over the bed. Cool, normal, very normal in a lingerie shoot. So I get all ready, put on my number one lingerie. I think it was about 2 or 3 different sets I had to wear. I was ready, put on number one, get onto the bed, do my thing, trying to be sexy. And so we shoot first one, no problem at all, everything is fine. He tells me, do I want something to drink to relax me? I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. Let's get this shoot on the road so I can be out of here. So I reject the drink. The drink is supposed to calm me down in case I'm feeling tensed, and so that I can relax. So I was like, oh no, it's cool, let's do this. I'm relaxed, believe me. So we shoot first one, no problem. Second one, the set is a bit risque, but still there are ways that you can pose that the photographer is not necessarily going to see, or who has, and things like that. So I wear the second one, I'm posing. Then he goes, oh, he thinks I'm a bit ashy, I'm not moisturized, so he wants to give me some oil to put on my legs and my thighs, and things like that. Get some oil so that when the sun hits it, it's going to be nice on the photos. So I was like, cool, this is also normal. We get moisturized on set all the time, not getting moisturized by dudes, but like a female makeup artist, body artist will come and help you out and rub, moisturize you, make sure you're nice and smooth, So I was like, no problem, this is normal. You give me the oil, I will do the thing myself, because obviously this is a different dynamic. This is a guy, So anyway, he gives me the oil. I take the oil and I'm like, putting it on my thighs and my legs and everything. And obviously I'm wearing lingerie, so panties and bra and things. So I've turned around my back. I'm still on the bed, by the way. I've turned around my back and I did, put on the oil and stuff. Everything was fine. Put the oil away, and then we start shooting. So this is like the second, I think this is the second look. We're shooting. Now the guy tells me, okay, variety, give me angles, obviously give me variety of looks, do this, do that. He's coaching me on how to do it, because also I think this was my very first time shooting lingerie, so I was still getting to the hang of things. So we keep shooting and he says, okay, now turn around. I'm like, okay, why do I have to turn around? But still, I don't want to be the model that was difficult to work with, because after every shoot, if they have a problem with you, they're gonna type their emails, send it to your agencies, and then word will go around and then they'll blacklist you. So I was trying to be a very understanding and accommodating girl. That's another thing that black girls have to do. We have to always be very understanding, and we shouldn't be so difficult. We should come across as easygoing, not to be judged and to be labeled as the angry black girl who I shot with and was all over the place. Our other counterparts of different races do not have to deal with this pressure and with this containment of our energies and of our vibes, but we have to do that anyway. So I let me be very understanding, let me not be the difficult black girl. So he says, turn around. Yeah, this angle is better. So I turn around, and then we are doing some back shots, but then I'm thinking I tell him I'm not really comfortable with the back shots, because obviously I'm wearing like skimpy panties. I don't want to show my full-on bum. I'm still getting comfortable with my body and all of that. I was quite young then at that time. You can't redo the normal things like front and not back shots. He's like, no, believe me, the way that he's taking this back shot is not going to be all over the place. It's going to be artsy, and it's going to be tasteful. So I was like, oh my god, okay, let me turn around. So I turn around, and then he giving him the back, but then also kind of like turning back with my head to look in the camera. So then he's like, no, okay, enough of it, looking back into the camera, now look into the sun. So basically he wants me to look straight on, not at him behind me, but also with my back to the camera. So I turn around, and the minute I turn around, I kid you not, I felt some very warm sensation on one of my ass cheeks. See, I'm laughing now, but when it happened, I was freaked out of my mind. So I thought, okay, is this guy rubbing some oil on my ass or what? But yeah, I really, really wish that he was in fact using his hand to rub my ass. I wish. If I was given two options to choose, I would pick that rather than what he was actually doing. This motherfucker, excuse my French, goes in with his whole face to my ass, and I felt the softness of the lips. You used his mouth, his dirty, stinking Grace Aguilera say stinking teeth. Use his stinking dirty teeth, sorry, mouth rather. Then kisses me on my one butt cheek. Listen, you know how you always think you know how you're gonna react to something until it actually happens. Like, nobody could have prepared me for this. I was not prepared for this. I was just freaked out. I think I froze in the beginning. I was like, what the hell just happened? So I turned around and I looked at him. I'm like, dude, like my face, I froze. My face couldn't, but obviously my face was saying everything. Like, what the fuck did you just do? So he's like, oh, he starts talking plenty. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I just really like black girls so much, and I adore black girls. I'm like, this nigga probably has some black girl fetish, and then uses this being a lingerie photographer to lure girls into his fucking bedroom and then do God knows what to them. So I was like, God have mercy upon my soul, Roselyn. Ashka, how do I get the hell out of this room now without making a scene? Should I run in my panties that I'm wearing? Like, what should I make a run for it to the door? So I kept like, why would you do that? Like, I'm just trying to rationalize it, and then he keeps begging me, I'm so sorry, I don't know what came over me, and I'm so sorry, you're so beautiful. I'm like, telling me I'm so beautiful isn't it? Like, why would you even think of doing this? So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I think we're done with this shoot. Like, I'm actually trembling at that point because I didn't want to, do anything much for him to probably pounce on me or be aggressive with me. Like, have you been so afraid of somebody raping you or assaulting you or even killing you? Because here I am in his room, in his house, so anything could go wrong and nobody would know. Quiet neighborhood, predominantly white neighborhood, and being stuck in the situation. So I'm torn between, do I freak out and make a scene? Do I slap him? Because obviously the guy woman in me really and truly wanted to slap him. But when you're a woman, you have to like weigh all these options in your head of this could backfire and I could die in this person's house. Wow. So anyway, so what do? I play it calm. I listen to this freaking dude tell me how he's sorry and how he doesn't know what came over him. So I'm like, all I'm thinking is I need to get the hell out of this room. So I'm like, okay, cheers, that's it. I think we're done with this shoot, and I think I'm gonna go change into my clothes and get the hell out of here. So now he's telling me how, he's a good guy and he doesn't do this. I was just too beautiful. So there is the problem that a lot of us have to deal with. And here's the thing. No matter what a girl is wearing, no matter what a girl looks like, no matter how beautiful you think they are or how attractive you are to how attractive they are, it still does not give you the permission or the license to touch them. Let's get this straight. It doesn't matter what they're wearing. It doesn't matter if they're naked lying in front of you. If they haven't given you permission to touch them, please just do not touch them. And so he's kind of like making it seem like, oh, I'm too beautiful, and he couldn't handle himself, so that's why that happened. Anyway, so I got the hell out of there, and now I'm talking about these things normally because obviously I've gotten over a lot of them. But then I was so traumatized by the whole thing, I couldn't even tell my agency about it. Like, I was quiet. I went silent. They told me how was the shoot. I told them it was okay, everything went well, blah blah blah. Like, I lied through my teeth. I told them everything was fine because I was afraid, of speaking up and it backfiring. I was afraid of just being afraid of being a black girl, being a black woman, being a woman, and getting blamed for things that happen, to you. So I was so scared. I was so traumatized. I kept quiet. I never spoke about it. I never reported him to my agency, which I should have, so that they don't send any more girls to his freaking space for him to, sexually harass them. So in hindsight, I feel bad, but also don't feel bad because that's how I reacted to my trauma and that's how I reacted to the situation. So yeah, I didn't tell anyone. He probably went on and did and touched a few more girls. I don't know, but I really and truly hope that the next girl that he touched gave him the slap of his life. I couldn't find the strength. I was too frozen and too shocked to do anything to defend myself. But I was able to get out of there and go to safety, go to my safe space. So yeah, that was something. And yeah, that was something. It's also kind of therapeutic to be able to finally just speak these things, because you sit with these stories for so long and it eats you up, and you do all the mental gymnastics in your head, and it feels liberating to be able to finally just let it all out. And yeah, I'm urging everybody to just normalize this. Let us normalize speaking up. So on the next episode, I'm going to pick 2 more stories, or maybe 3, or maybe 4, and speak on them and tell them, yeah, just normalize it. That's basically it. So yeah, thank you for listening and for watching, and I am going to see you on the next one.